Hello brothers and sisters, Jack Talcott here once again to help us remember how to live without fear. This is a quick follow-up to my very recent video where I talked about becoming one with we. And I made a comment that in my past it's likely I owned some slaves. The more I think about that, I think that's a mistruth. I don't believe every white American today owned a slave, just as I don't believe that every black American today came from a slave. So what is true about my ancestry, my heritage, is that those that came before me were given the same opportunities for education and employment that were limited to other individuals of my skin color. What my ancestry is absolutely guilty of today and then, whether or not we were part of the ownership of other human beings, is complacency. That's obvious because if America was not complacent with slavery, it would not have existed. What I wanted to suggest is that my heritage, and assuming I was here from the beginning, assuming my ancestry was here in the beginning, we had become enslaved into our society. Now, I don't remember whose words, I think it was, I don't want to misspeak. We're not in slavery is a state of mind, and what I mean by that is when there is hope, there is freedom, and as long as there is hope, a human will pursue freedom. So when hope is gone, humanity is gone, and when humanity is gone, we are enslaved. And so if you feel you're in a point in this life where you have no choice, do you have hope? Have you become enslaved? See, that's my point, is while slavery was going on, the rest of this American society was complacent because psychologically we had become enslaved to the society. But let's admit, the society and the true slave owners were those with the wealth. And, you know, genealogy and all this, ancestry.com, it's not hard to see, and you just follow the money, and it's kind of easy to see as many of the organizations and families that had the wealth to not only own other human beings, but, you know, say my family was a small shop owner, you know, and other just Americans just want to get away and live their life, and they're building their communities and their farms, and they don't own slaves. And so we all shop in town, and I'm a shop owner. And I speak out against that slave owner who lives down the road. Well, now that money is not coming to my store. So those who controlled the money controlled society back then. You decide if it's true today. But I try to speak the truth. And when I said that because of the color of my skin it was likely that we owned other human beings, I do not know that that's true. I just can't see white Americans getting off the boat and getting issued a black one from Africa. It doesn't make sense. So there was a few that did, and the rest allowed it. But even today, how many of our citizens are locked away in overcrowded prisons? Are we complacent? Do we have choices? I only ask questions and share thoughts and tell stories so we can remember to live without fear. God bless everybody. Namaste. Peace. And do the YouTube thing, please. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Peace.